Today I'm going to show you everything in my camera bag in 2026. This is the gear that I use for photography, YouTube content, and everyday travel content. And honestly, I've been spending a lot of time figuring out what things I actually need in my bag for everything that I do shoot. Because if it's not worth carrying around, why even have it in your bag? But first, let me show you the camera bag itself. I picked up this bag a few years ago on Amazon, and I think it's perfect. I have no idea how to say the brand's name. I'm gonna say it's Mosiso. If you're enjoying this content so far, please don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to the channel because it means the absolute world to me. But let's keep going with the camera gear. So inside my camera bag, I have my main camera, a couple lenses that I use for almost everything, my drone, the Osmo Pocket 3, microphones, and a whole bunch of little accessories. So let's open up this bag and show you what I have. So starting off with the absolute most important thing in this camera bag, my camera. This camera is the Sony a7 IV. This is the camera that I basically use for everything. Photography, YouTube videos, client work, travel content, literally all of it. One of the reasons why I like this camera so damn much is because it's such a good hybrid camera for photos and for video. It takes amazing 33 megapixel photos, but it also shoots in 4K, making it almost the perfect hybrid camera. The autofocus on this camera is insanely good. If I'm filming myself like this or taking photos of clients, it focuses straight on their eye almost every single time. Honestly, this camera has been super reliable to me, and it's the camera that's almost always in my camera bag. Let's talk about my main lens, the Tamron 17 to 28mm f2.8. Honestly, it's probably on my camera about 80 to 90% of the time. This is my go-to lens for almost everything because it can capture so much. I use it for landscapes. I use it when I'm shooting Airbnbs, portraits, almost everything. And that's what I'm using right now. One of my favorite things about the lens is the 2.8 feature because it's really good in low light situations, such as right now too. And if you want a little bit of background blur, it's perfect. Not only is this lens a great lens to use, it's actually quite small and very light, making it the perfect travel lens. Let's move on to another lens. This is the Samyang 35 to 150mm. This lens is an f2 to 2.8. This lens is actually crazy because of the focal range it has. You can go as wide as 35mm all the way to 150mm, which means you can shoot things like portraits, tighter shots, or even get some compressed landscape photos. A lot of time when I'm traveling, I bring this lens around because it basically replaces a lot of other lenses. Instead of carrying a 35, an 85, a 135, this lens covers all of that. And last lens that is in my camera bag is the 50mm Sony branded lens. It's an f1.8, and honestly, it's just a classic prime lens. The only reason I specifically have this lens is to shoot mainly portraits. The previous lens I mentioned before does go to 50mm, but it is not a 1.8 lens. That is why I have the 50mm. And also it is super lightweight and takes up almost no room in your camera bag with it being so small. Up next is the drone. I personally have the DJI Mini 3 Pro. I honestly love being a drone owner because it adds so much perspective when it comes to photography and videography. Especially when it comes to travel videos, the shots you can get are insane. The crazy thing about this drone specifically, it's just so little and the photos are so crisp. I also carry the RC controller with it with the main screen. And this screen, even if you're shooting drone shots during the day in bright sunlight, you can see this screen absolutely no problem. It is a wild screen and a wild controller to have. But of course, I have a few extra batteries for the drone just in case it starts to die. Let's go over to my audio. For audio, you are hearing currently the DJI Mic Mini 2, and that is currently what I use for my videos. Again, also super lightweight and compacts all in this small little charging case. It's great for everything. Honestly, when it comes to these mics, it's great for absolutely everything, not just shooting videos like this, but you can also be doing vlogs outdoors and your voice will still sound crisp even if you are standing right next to a busy road. You could also use this mic to get ambient sound if you want some cars driving by, or if you want some birds chirping, animal noises, just nature in general. These mics are 100% the most amazing mics that I've ever personally used. Let's move on over to accessories. All these little accessories may be small, but they are extremely important. I always carry extra camera batteries because running out of battery during a shoot is the absolute worst. I also have an absolute bunch of SD cards. I keep them all in my hard shell SD card holder so they don't get damaged or lost. I also keep a few little things like charging cables for my camera and also for my phone. Last but not least, let's talk about the Osmo Pocket 3. Another camera I always have with me. This thing is amazing for quick shots, vlogging, and getting stable B-roll footage. The built-in gimbal makes your footage just look perfect. It turns out super smooth. It looks like you're filming a movie. And with it being so small, you can literally pull it out of your pocket anywhere you are, and it's just instantly ready. You get a few little accessories for the Osmo as well, depending on what kind of shooting I'm doing. I have a chest mount for it, I have an extra battery for it, and a whole bunch of little knickknacks. So honestly, that is everything in my camera bag. This setup works so well for the type of content that I shoot. It's a good balance between carrying the gear I need and not having too much in my bag on the go. If you're a photographer, a videographer, a content creator, what kind of gear do you use? Let me know in the comments down below. And again, one more time, if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video. It means a lot to me. I am almost at 1,000 subscribers, and that would be honestly so cool. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Adios. Peace out. Bye.